Egypt is credited with being the very first civilization who laid the foundation of civilization. Now, Europeans will try to make us believe that Sumeria, that area over there in Iraq, between the Tigris and the Euphrates, I've been there as well and stood between the Tigris and the Euphrates because I was a government contractor working in Iraq during the Iraqi invasion. And Europeans will try to place themselves as the creators of civilization, but you got to realize that Africans were the first humans on Earth, and Africans populated every landmass before there were any other people on the Earth, period. Before there were Chinese, before there were Japanese, before there was anybody, the whole world was Africans. Mm-hmm. And so you had different species of man. Evolution is real. And it's real because the evidence is in the ground. So people who don't believe in evolution, evolution is science. Science is observation of nature. And Egyptians were the ones that created science. So you got Australopithecus bovine. Then you had Homo habilis. Then you have Homo erectus. Homo erectus was the first hominid to travel outside of Africa. And he's about 4 million years old. He wasn't a modern day, he's one of our ancestors, but his cranial and physical capacity hadn't developed to what it is now. But they were the ones that first left Africa. And the reason we know that mankind started in Africa is because the only place that you're going to find the first 3 species of man is in Africa. You're not going to find them nowhere outside of Africa. When Homo erectus left Africa, he started populating all the other continents. Wow. And they evolved and became Chinese and Japanese and Europeans. And wherever they traveled to, they adapted to the environment. And so adaptation and mutation is what caused the variation in the way we look. Mm-hmm. And so everybody started in Africa. Genetically, however you want to slice it, you can check it through DNA. Everybody goes back to Africa. So everybody owes homage to Africa. Europeans, they migrated up to the northern latitudes where it's cold, right? And this was during the last ice age. There's been 5 recorded ice ages. The last ice age ended about 10,000 years ago. This is when Europeans came into existence. Before that, there were no Europeans. So at one time, the whole continent, not the continent, the whole world was all Africans. The oldest fossil that has ever been found is carbon dated about 300,000 years ago. And that fossil was found in Morocco or Chad. I forget which one, but it's dated 300,000 years ago. The last ice age started about 10,000 years ago. And during that time is when Europeans came into existence. Mm-hmm. So what that means is that at least 260,000 years, Africans was on the earth by themselves. Wow. There was no other race. Mm-hmm. So when the last ice age came into effect, the Homo erectus that migrated out of Africa, he evolved into Neanderthal. And so when the ice started melting, right, that's when Europeans started coming back down.
Thank you for joining us for part 3 of his story Debunked with Timothy Garnes and the Alternative Guide. If you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Click on the logo in the center to subscribe and stay updated with our latest uploads.